Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, and today I want to show you 3 firearms in my collection that I would use for EDC. If you've been here long enough, you probably already know. So I'm going to take a pause real quick and y'all jump down in the comment section and tell me the 3 that I'm about to show y'all. Before you even watch the video, just hit the pause button and go down the comment section and tell me the 3 that you think I'm going to run or show you today. So without further ado, here we are. We're back out here at the range. First of all, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, like and share this video so that people can see what kind of EDCs they have an option of getting. And let's start with the baby of the bunch. All right, y'all already know the Bodyguard 2.0. It definitely had to make the list as top 3 of EDCs that I would carry. So here's my little setup. Y'all seen this recently, and if not, welcome to the channel. This is my Vetter holster by Vetter Holsters, and it has a little sidecar here. Very nice wildflower print in the black. And I have the Bodyguard 2.0 by Smith & Wesson in this holster. It does come with a 12-round mag and a 10-round mag, and I am running hollow points in this because this is what I've been carrying recently or as of late. So in this Bodyguard 2.0, I love the fact that it's just very small and compact. Literally takes up my entire hand, and the video doesn't do it any justice. You have to literally go and hold this thing to see how small it is, because my entire finger or hand almost takes up the gun. Couple things about this gun. It has a 2.75 inch barrel length. It is 5.5 inches in overall length. The height is 4 inches. The width, this little skinny grip back here, is 0.88 inches, and the total weight of this gun is 9.8 ounces. Very light little situation. I recommend this for my ladies because it's very small, very compact. You can get a small holster for it. You know, it just kind of works out, and it's chambered in 380, so it's not hitting that punch like a 9mm or 45. It's very soft recoiling shooting. All right, so let's take a few shots. We are at about 20 yards. Going iron sights. I do have a steel target down there. Let's see. That's the Bodyguard 2.0. Now, y'all probably only heard that ding one time. That's because I'm still working on my iron sights. I don't know if, like, I got to switch my eye dominance or what. But for some reason, I line up my front sight with my rear sight, and I still don't be hitting. So, I don't know. I think I got to do some more studying on it. But that's the Bodyguard 2.0. Shoots like a dream. The slide drops very easily. The shoot is pretty good. I think if you have bigger hands, though, like some of the guys out here, and even some women who have bigger hands, this might hurt a little bit. I'll say that. But for our medium to small size hands, this works out really good. Let's try this again. Again, I only hit the target once. Let me load up and figure this thing out. All right, let's take it slow and see where these rounds are going. Okay. Like primer straight. Okay, I was riding a slide that time. I actually think the sights might be off because I was aiming to the right and then it started hitting. I don't know. That's something I got to figure out. But yeah, this is the Bodyguard 2.0. A lot of mixed reviews about the Bodyguard 2.0. I'll say that the one that I have, the production model and serial number that I have, has been working great. The only issue I had initially was that it will not run Fiocchi 380. For some reason, I kept having malfunctions with the Fiocchi 380. That might not be everybody's case, but that was my case. So I want to share that with y'all, that if you have any issues, just try different ammo. Make sure you know what works for you. But this little setup here is just a little pocket rocket. All right, our next choice of an EDC is going to be the Canik TP9 SC Subcompact Elite. Now, this one is way bigger than the Bodyguard, as you can tell. Try to line them up. I don't know if I mentioned it, but the Bodyguard 2.0 does come with a 10 round and a 12 round. And then the TP9 comes with a 12 round and a, I want to say 15. I don't have the other mag with me, but it does come with at least a 12 rounder. So for EDC, that's perfect. Anything over 10, in my opinion, is the way to go when we're talking about EDC. The Canik has a 3.6 inch barrel, 7.67 inches overall in length. The height is 4.6 inches. The width of the gun is 1.45 inches. And the weight is 24.78 inches, which is, you can definitely tell the difference between this one and the Bodyguard, because this one is quite heavy. So we got 12 rounds in here. We're talking about Canik. You cannot go wrong with the Canik purchase, from the TP9 models all the way up now to the TTI Combats and the Metes. Like, you can't go wrong with the Canik purchase, because you're going to get everything you desired for more than what you pay for it. That's just how they work. So let's get some shots with the SC. We got the Sally Cat Pro on there. Really loving Sally's stuff. And if you're trying to get a Sally red dot or optic, make sure you use my code SUMMERS, SUMMERS, to get you 10% off. See, I'm so much better with red dots, but that just tells me I got to work on my iron sights. I will say loading the Canik is a lot easier than loading the Bodyguard. The Bodyguard is fairly new to my collection, whereas the Canik is not. So that probably has a lot to do with it, as far as the springs and the mags probably are a little tight, so they still need to get loose. That dot, very nice. It's a green dot in there. All right, let's go for the 6 drop steel targets back there. See if we can knock those down at 20. Uh-oh. All right, it took me way too many shots to get those down, so let's try this again. It is pretty hot out here today with sweaty hands, so let's see if we can hold this tighter. All right, ran out. The dot was falling right where I needed to. I think I was just a little late on the trigger pull, because by the time the dot was there, I was pulling it and it bounced right up. But I like the dot of the Sally Cat Pro. Very small, compact for something simple like this. EDC subcompact handgun for EDC. Pretty good. So this is the Canik TP9 Elite SC. All right, y'all already know what the last one is. If you don't by now, you ain't been here long enough. But like I said, welcome. The Glock 43X. Y'all know this was my very first carry gun, and I have over 2,000 rounds through this gun. It is literally the one for me. A lot of people don't like the Glock 43X because it's too thin, it's too small, it's too snappy, but it works for me. I've been shooting this thing for a while, and we got a love relationship. We glued together, and so that's probably why I shoot this one the best. because of how much time we have together. So specs on the Glock 43X. You're gonna get you a 3.4 inch barrel, 6.5 inches overall, 5.04 inches in height, 1.1 inches in the width, which is why it's so slim back here. And it is 18.7 ounces without the mag, and I think it's around 23 ounces with a loaded mag in here. Now I do have my 10 round mag today, but I do carry, when I EDC it, I do carry the 15 round PSA micro dagger mags, because I didn't want to do the shield arm mags. Too many mixed reviews about it, and I also didn't want to change out my mag release to a metal mag release just to fit the shield arms mags. So I went with the PSA micro dagger mags. They have not caused me an issue, so that's what I run, because 10 rounds, I don't want 10 rounds. I want more than 10 rounds. And so 15 rounds is going to do it. This thing. Woo! I got more pings out of that one than I did with the other two. And that's because we just have a good relationship. Which means at this point, loading the Glock mags are easy as well. I don't have to use my speed loader as much anymore, just because the springs are a little bit looser. So that's the only thing about having a 10 round mag. You can't have as much fun. By the time you get to like round 3, you're ready to just explode, but you can't because you're limited. But yeah, that's my Glock 43X. I do have the standard Co. USA trigger shoe in here. EPS carry on top, TLR 7X sub. Now, I do have the non-MOS version, and I got a light on here. So how did I do that? Well, I got a video coming for that. I'm not going to explain it too much here, which is why I haven't been carrying it, because I've been waiting on my holster. But I'll tell y'all about this option in another video, because I want to get more familiar with carrying this with the light on it and my holster. So I'm waiting on the holster. When that gets here, I'll show y'all exactly what I've done to allow this to be an MOS version that I bought as a non-MOS version. Let's attack the poppers. See how we can do. Way better. Y'all, I've been working on not riding the slide release, because usually, if you've been following me, my slide would not lock back due to me riding this slide release. So I've been working on that, and now I get my slide lock back like I like. That lets me know I'm out of ammo. So make sure you identify the things you need to work on, get out to the range and work on them. But that's the Glock 43X, my most favorite EDC, and it's probably my top EDC. I won't even say probably, it is my top EDC. However, I have been running the Bodyguard 2.0 until I get my holster in for this one, because I don't want to just carry this without a holster. That's not how I roll. I like to keep everything holstered and safe. So yeah, there it is. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Let me show y'all again. We've got the Bodyguard 2.0. It comes in at probably number 2 for me, honestly. I just like how compact it is. I can shoot it really well. Still got to work on my iron sights or get these iron sights fixed. But Bodyguard 2.0 is probably number 2 for me. Then you have the Canik TP9 Elite SC, which is also a great EDC option. It is a little thicker, so I stopped carrying this a long time ago because it's a little bit wider than the 43X and the Bodyguard 2.0. So it's a little bit harder for me to conceal carry. Appendix, I was printing and I didn't want to print. So I still like to shoot though. It's a great option, which is why it's continually being in my rotation as far as an EDC goes. And then last but not least, the 43X. This is the gun that I can shoot the best. Out of my EDCs, out of my handguns, maybe not out of my handguns, but it's one of the guns that I shoot the best because I do have a lot of time behind the trigger on this. And once you get a lot of time behind anything, you just become great at it. And you just keep improving. And so that's what I've been doing with the Glock 43X, and this is why it's my #1 EDC. So y'all let me know down in the comment section, what are the EDC rotations that you use? I understand that some people is like, why do you need an EDC rotation? Why don't you just shoot one gun? Well, to each his own. Sometimes you might not want to carry, you know, an iron sight gun like a Bodyguard 2.0. Sometimes you might want to carry an optic gun, or sometimes you might want to just carry a pocket rocket and not a little gun that's a little bit bigger than your little pocket rocket. I mean, whatever the case may be, let me know down in the comment section what you guys prefer and why. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all like, comment, and share. A lot of people want to know about firearms, and I'm just here to bring the information. And if y'all would share this video and all my other videos so that people can see what's going on and about firearms, EDCs, all things firearms, y'all just share the video, like, comment, and subscribe. But until next time, stay armed, stay safe, and stay vigilant. Peace.